just tell me, coming into the exhibition, what were your expectations? It's been 3 days now, and to what extent have they been met?
So thank you, first of all, for having me. So our expectations were quite high, honestly speaking, because it's of course been a while since the last VC India,
Yeah,
2018.
yeah,
And so we were hoping for a lot of pent-up demand, probably a lot of new technology since the cycle was 4 years as opposed to the usual 2 years between one event and the other. We're expecting large volume of crowd and a lot of interest in transactions, not just curiosity. I have to say, probably this is the best fair so far for us in terms of both organization and in terms of the crowd that we've seen walking into our stall. The volume has not been higher than previous editions.
Yeah.
It's been more or less linear to what we've seen in the past.
Yeah.
But the quality of the walk-ins has been really high.
Okay.
A lot of people probably it's also a function of the fact that now we're known and we no longer have to explain the product category and our brand. So
Yeah.
people are coming to the stall already aware of value, our positioning.
Yeah.
So they're really coming to close and talk concrete business.
Now, have you participated in all the previous 5 editions?
This is our third edition.
Third edition.
16, 18, and 19.
In terms of the experience you have had of participating in bauma Conexpo India.
Yeah, so it's been, of course, bauma for us, it's a very well-known name. We participate in German bauma, and which was actually this year as well. So in Munich was a really, really large event. So, of course, we know more or less what to expect in terms of a tier one organization, kind of a fair. Of course, a couple of the large players were not present this year, so there was a lot of fear amongst our peers, amongst people in the industry that it's going to be a little bit downbeat because of the lack of presence of some of the main players. But I think that has been completely nullified, and we're absolutely satisfied.
Okay. A little bit about the display here.
Yes, so this we're very excited because this is the first time that not only are we doing a demo of our BF90, which is our best-selling model in India, a crusher suitable for excavators 21-ton class and up. We are doing a demo with 3 machines. We have also now launched officially and are focusing a lot on our crusher machine for the backhoe loader segment. So we have the MBL 160, which is suitable for 7 to 11-ton class backhoe loaders. And you can see it right behind here, attached to this Manito backhoe loader. This machine is able to crush any material, any hardness. The only, let's say, limitation that it has is that the mouth opening is a little bit smaller than what you see in the excavator line. 250 is the mouth opening, so it can take input material of 150 mm. Productivity is somewhere anywhere between 20 to 22 cubic meters per hour.
So the inquiry, you've seen people coming here because they know it's an established brand.
Yeah.
No ambitious is the brand.
Yeah.
But in circa 2023, what is the question that comes to your mind, and what do they expect out of ambitious?
So, of course, by the sheer fact that we're an attachment, mobility is one of the greatest value that the customers see in them. The fact that you are able to directly crush at site without any need to transport material to and from a static crusher is something that is of course very high value. Being in Delhi, being close to the mountains vis-a-vis other events, we have a very thin target customer that comes to us here. Most of the roads are being done, we're talking anywhere northwards of Delhi, mountainous regions where we are very competitive in terms of being able to churn out GSP at 250 rupees per ton, all inclusive of cost, consumables, spare part.
Yeah.
We're quite competitive in this.
Okay. So, so this is the 6th edition. You have participated in the 2 editions you mentioned.
3 including this one, 2 previous.
Earlier, there's been this yo-yo between 2 sites, Gurgaon and Noida. What do you have to say about this particular site?
We believe the infrastructure is much better.
What are its plus points, would you say?
Well, the size, we feel that the size is much bigger.
Yeah.
The indoor halls are, let's say, the structure, so the buildings are much better, newer.
Permanent fixtures are there.
Exactly. Permanent fixtures are there. And the organization has really been fantastic. This is the first time that we've been allowed 3 weeks prior to the fair to start creating the stall. So it puts less pressure on the last couple of days of getting everything in. As a matter of fact, they stopped access to the site 2 days prior. So we had everything built actually 1 week ahead of us. 1 week ahead of the fair, we had everything. So if there's any last minute tweaks that you need to do, you have ample time to do it, not having to run into the actual days of the fair.
So would you say that the question of, the question mark over the site for the vision, that is more or less settled now? Noida would be better.
By far my favorite location.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us things that these are the things, there's nothing new that you have introduced.
No new product categories. We have added a little bit of depth to our product. So we have 5 product categories. For the excavator line crushers, we have 8 models. Crushers for backhoe loaders, we have 4. And we have shaft screening, which is our newest product category, which was launched in 2021. So we had previously 4 models there. Now we have 8 models. We've been able to, provide more specific products that are more aligned to tighter ranges of tonnage of the base machine.
Did you have the management in Italy visiting the show?
Yes, we have one of the owners of the company, Mr. Fausto Astolin, who's here present at the fair. Yes, absolutely.
That would be nice. What is his view now?
He was very happy. He's actually come to every one of our fairs as well. He's been coming since 2018. He came for our first installation in October 2014,
Okay.
and he's been president at every fair ever since. And he agrees with me that this has been by far the most professionally managed, executed fair. We're very happy with our position, also our stall being in the middle, so we get a lot of exposure and actually satisfaction as well.
Piero, you have been here in India for a long time now. I mean, you're being able to familiarize yourself with the local milieu, as it were. And you had the budget yesterday. What do you think about it?
Well, I've not been able to go through it in detail as much as I would like to after the fair, of course, being very busy. But I think, of course, being the last year prior to a general election, it was a very friendly budget for in terms of public finance outlay. Infrastructure was certainly one of the target areas. We believe that there's a lot of money that is going to construction, which to us is the main application area for all of our products. So a lot of impetus, of course, also on the middle class, private consumption, so forth. So overall,
Yeah, our minister visiting.
not our side. Okay, you know that.
Yeah, I know.
He was at the inauguration of the
Yeah,
fair.
that's it. Yeah. Overall, you would say you're very happy with what
10 out of 10. Genuinely, objectively saying we're very extremely happy.
you know. Obviously, there have been quite many firm orders.
Absolutely. Yes, we are so far on the third day. We're very close to beating our best fair event, and we were second best. And I think that between the last couple of hours today and tomorrow, hopefully we'll cross even the previous best result that we had. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
And you have something outside also.
We have a drum cutter there.
Drum cutter, okay.
Yes, drum cutter. That machine is primarily for trenching
Uh-huh.
pipeline, and also for tunneling. When you go with a TBM machine or blasting, then you need to profile the tunnel. So this is used for profiling. Yeah, and that's really taken traction also this year. It's a market that was predominantly dominated by Shrikant, which is the main incumbent in the Indian market. They've been selling that product for about 10 years now in the Indian market, whereas we came in 2 years ago. So slowly, though, the market is starting to accept our brand as well in this product category. And in the last 6 months of 2022, we deployed quite a few.
Another thing, this is the sixth edition of the American and German standards. So, what can you this progression in terms of quality? What kind of quality improvement there has been?
Like we were mentioning before, right? With the risk of repeating myself, just the execution has been outstanding. The accessibility and the availability of giving us the space much earlier would have been great. Communication by email in terms of the events that were transpiring, it was all very clearly demonstrated. The managers of the fair came and reviewed us, gave us an exposure also on their platforms as well. So these are all things that, combined together were not there. They're giving us more and more.
Have you been able to gather any intelligent inputs from the show itself? The kind of expectations of people, what the new things for the Indian market. Have you been able to gather any inputs?
Well, unfortunately, because I've been mostly
Yeah.
here at this thought, I've not been able yet to interact, but I'm sure once we gather all our thoughts and everybody, probably some of my colleagues have been able to visit some of their colleagues in other stands, we'll gather all our thoughts and be able to answer that question better. But as of now, I'm just
Sure, that this particular exhibition would have inspired you to maybe, look at the market more aggressively.
absolutely, as always. India doesn't really need to inspire me anymore. We are absolutely convinced about the Indian market. For us, every year, it's been from 2021 onward when we do our year-end presentation at headquarters in Italy. We, of course, look forward to the next year in terms of business planning. And since from 2022, and it's been confirmed in 2023, India is our top 3 key focus areas for the next 3 to 5 years.
How do you see this year panel? 23 is be a very busy year for you.
Yes, I believe so. Hearing that from the market as well. Q1 started very strong calendar year. I believe I'm hearing things that maybe in Q2 there may be a little bit of a slowdown, but then Q3 and Q4 we're expecting to have really, really good sales.
You know,
Thank you so
well,
much.
many thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure.